Good morning, welcome. We are here again, we're back at Manchester South Side and you are tuned in to us here on YouTube. Manchester 2-3 approach. It is a beautiful day here. Finally we've got a lovely day. The sun has broken through the clouds and it's gorgeous. We've already got a few aircraft just been departing. Unfortunately, I was just a little technical issue. YouTube wasn't talking to the streaming software, so I just had to do a quick tech update. But we're here now, so yes, it's great to be here. It's great that you're with us as well. Hopefully, the issues we had with the camera last time have sort of been sorted. I've got a new camera, and it's what was happening is that it was basically shutting off from live view after about 10-15 minutes constantly, but hopefully I've found the settings that stop that from happening. It might happen once or twice, you never know. I mean, I think it's going to be, if it does, it'll be like every half an hour, and I'll just have to remember and just press the button again to open it back up. But you know, we'll see how we go. But in the meantime, let's see some aircraft taking off, shall we? And there we go. That's the first one for today out. Let's just adjust there. And already sat, positioned at the end of 2-3 left, we've got our next one. It's an EasyJet, of course. Everybody loves a nice little EasyJet, don't they, eh? Do say hello in the chat. Oh, it would appear that the image has disappeared, and that unfortunately is down to a wire that is not sitting very well into the camera, so my apologies for that. I will try and keep an eye on that. I'm going to have to order a new cable, I think, for there, because that keeps popping out and losing the link, so apologies for that. Again, it's all things we're finding out once we're here, unfortunately. But I do have a second cable, but it's only a really short one. So I won't be able to use that today. I will get a new one ordered and in the post and with me in the next day or two. You might just hear in the background there's a little bit of radio chatter. I have got the scanner with me today. Hence a short delay on the YouTube, because we can't actually have that heard directly live. So there has to be a slight delay on that one. Just as we got here and we're just setting up, we did see the A380 depart. That was the morning one. And in a little while, in probably about another 20 minutes or so, all being well, I will check on the radar shortly, we should have the lunchtime one arriving. From where we are, south side, I can look across, I can already see there is another Emirates in. It's the 777. I think it's the cargo one by the looks of it from here. But engines are spooling up now, so let's watch this next aircraft taking off. There he goes. Up goes the gear. Climbing away to somewhere probably, I wouldn't say nice than here, but maybe a little bit warmer. It is warm enough though. I'm here in just my t-shirt and my jeans, and yeah. Well, do say hello in the chat. It's nice to see that you're there with us. If you've got anything you'd like to comment on, do say. We don't bite. Well, not too hard. If you're over there at the Runway Visitor Centre, the Runway Visitor Park, then a big good morning hello to you guys. Hope you're all having a great time over there. Don't know if the fun fair is going for you, but if it is, go and have a ride on the bumper cars. I'm sure there's nobody up there watching, but if you are, and you're on your lunch break or something, then good morning to you as well in the tower. Doing a cracking job. Okay, so we've got our little Lufthansa just taxiing out over here. Here will be our next departure. So what I'll do is I'm just going to bring the camera around, place it around there towards the end of 23 left. You'll also see if there's anything comes in on 23 right landing. You will see that also. I'm just going to go and check the radar and see what's coming in. I shall be right back.
Turn right heading 110 degrees, your speed now 180 or greater. 110 degrees, 180 or greater. Press left to the... Transat 06, descend towards G3500. 3,500 feet there, press left to the...
Okay, so just a quick update on the incoming A380. He is currently east of the Norfolk Broads, out over the sea at the moment. So he's out over the North Sea, between Norwich and Amsterdam. He's due here in 37 minutes now. So he's also had a slightly delayed departure out of Dubai. But just off to the side of the outer shot, there he is. There's the Lufthansa, and here he goes. Lovely. And there we go. Now my microphone just pinged off me then. It just caught. I need to get that set up a little bit better, which I will do very shortly. I should actually just point out that I am not alone today. Just like last time, I have another young person with me. So you might hear them in the background occasionally. They are learning lots, so they will probably be asking lots of questions of me. So if you hear me talking to somebody else, that's probably who it is. I don't know if he wants to come and say hello. Oh, he is. He's coming over. He's currently got the second camera and been taking some nice stills photos. Well, I hope they're nice ones. We'll have a look later on. And yes, but are you going to say good morning to everybody then, Mr. J?
Good morning.
There you go. What do you think of it here then?
It's very nice.
Yeah? You enjoying all the airplanes?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, I'm going to have a little job for you shortly. You're going to be looking at the radar, just like Mr. T did for me, and seeing what's coming in, okay, and what's going out, okay. How's that sound?
Good.
Excellent. Right, well, here comes the next one's going out here. So while I just quickly unclip, and here we go. And we're actually going to get to see a decent rotating climb there from the Brussels Airlines. I apologise for the slightly jerkiness of the the panning and streaming. I'm actually still got the rain cover on the camera. The forecast is, unfortunately, for the risk of a little bit of a shower occasionally, so I'm just going to have a look around. I might take the risk. I'm not seeing any at the moment, so I might take the risk of removing the rain cover for now. And yeah, and do you know what? I think I'm going to. So if you just bear with me a second, you might just hear some sounds. Oh, and that cable pulled out again, didn't it? That's going to be annoying today, isn't it? That is going to be annoying. Right, okay. The cover is nearly off. Just got to go over the lens, so apologies. There we go, the cover is off. Right, okay, let me see if there's a way I can just jerry-rig to stop that from pulling out as easily. Right, hopefully that will work. We'll find out in time, won't we now, ladies and gentlemen? What this does mean is that I can now access the zoom on the camera lens a lot easier, so I will be able to zoom in and out of things. Unfortunately, when I've got the rain cover on, it's a bit more difficult to do that, so yeah. Let's have a quick look. What do we have on approach currently? Next one to come in will be the Air Transat from Toronto. That's an A330. In fact, I can see him, so let's see if we can get him now. Yeah, that's the one then. There we go for you. And here he is. He's about a mile off the end of the runway. We'll try and stay with him all the way down. Oh. And there goes that little thing I was mentioning that it will do, unfortunately, every so often. It can't be completely stopped due to the type of camera that I'm on. One of these days I will save up and get a proper camera for doing this sort of thing, you know. Unfortunately, for a decent one, you're looking at 4 figures. We'll look for those thrust reversers on the engines. There they are. Wide open. And there we go, so that's him safely down. Beautiful. We have got Scandinavian Airlines taxiing out for departure. That's the A320 that will be heading to Oslo. As I say, if you are watching, then do say hello in the chat. Let us know that you are watching, please. And Mr. J is just coming back from taking a few photographs. Hopefully he's got some good ones. We might even get to share them in a little video for you on the channel. Obviously that's if he would like his photographs sharing. He's got a smile on his face, so I've got a feeling that's a yes. He's nodding. Unfortunately people can't see you nodding. Okay. He says they would be able to see me if I turned the camera around to point at him. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to do that. Yeah, you're allowed to hear him. Unfortunately, rules for me are you're not allowed to see him at the minute. Maybe one day that will change, but just for now. So the Scandinavian that was just holding short of the threshold, he is now taxiing onto the threshold. I can see to the side of me. We should get the TUI and the Air Transat here together. There they are. And we'll swing back round now. There's a couple there waiting to go. KLM and Ryanair. In the meantime, here we have the SAS. That's the Scandinavian A320. I don't know if you can see on the camera there, but we've actually got another one on the approach there. There is one further up and behind him. You can just make out his little light glinting in the distance. But don't forget, the biggest support you can give us is to like the video, share the video, give us a thumbs up, you know, and don't forget, subscribe, share the channel with your friends, get them to subscribe also. That is the biggest help and thanks you can give us. Mr. J is just saying he hopes that we can get more subscribers than Tyler, his brother, ever gets. Well, you know, we'll have to see how he does, won't we? Yeah? Okay, we have a wind up in the engines and we are moving. Let's have the tail for this one. There he rotates. And up and away. As it's quite a busy one at the minute, we'll get straight back over because the next one is already taxiing onto the runway. There we go. Now there might have been a couple of eagle-eyed people amongst you then who might have just spotted something as I was panning round. Yes, of course. That thing was, of course, the Cathay Pacific Airbus A350. That's the Manchester to Hong Kong flight. Now that is a long flight. I've not done it, but yeah, that's a long flight. just give you a little scan. There he is. But in the meantime, we're waiting for this KLM to depart. He's just waiting for some clear air after the previous departure, letting the wake turbulence dissipate before he starts. Here we go. Will we see him? No. I think he's going to be just out of view before he rotates, unfortunately, but never mind. There's the Cathay taxiing out there. Just give you a little bit of a closer view on him for now. And the Ryanair, I think, has just been asked to move forward a little bit. No, here he goes. He's going for it. Guarantee. There we go. In fact, we just caught him lifting his nose, and he is away. Do you know what? I'm going to try and stay with him a bit. There he is. And a good old bit of tree in the way. Never mind, eh? Never mind. Let's come back round. And that's the shuttle there, just taxiing out. That'll be off down to Heathrow, one of our regular daily services. Umpteen times a day we get those. We'll have a little check up on the A380's location for you all as well. Just having a little look there, and he is feet dry over the Lincolnshire Wolds National Landscape Area. So he's just below Grimsby. Oh, that's a bit grim, isn't it? It's a bit grim in Grimsby. So he should be with us in about 25 minutes or so. There is a Pegasus just landed. You can probably see just coming to view there, there's a TAP Airlines taxiing out. We've also got a Lufthansa, and if I just swing the camera around, there's the Pegasus that's just landed. I've got to be honest with you, it's getting rather warm here now. I might even have to put some sun cream on. Don't tell my wife. What? Have some drink, dude. Okay, just having a quick look around what else is in the area for us. We've got an EasyJet just, I think it's an EasyJet just landing. We've got 2 of those. And we've got a Ryanair coming in after that, in from Oslo. There we go. It's always great having a second person here because he's just brought me my drink. Making sure I stay hydrated, are we? He's now trying to open his own. And it looks like TAP Airlines have jumped the queue. Now, as always, if we do have any special tails in, then I will try and get you a nice view of the tail. Let's be honest, they're worth it, aren't they? And Lufthansa will be next. Obviously the Heathrow bound shuttle has a slot, as do all aircraft. His slot is obviously here yet, so he's just waiting and he will go shortly. In the meantime, Lufthansa. Happens to be the very first airline I ever flew with. From Manchester to Frankfurt I flew. Now, how daft's this? So we're down at the airport, we have got the aeroplanes literally live in front of us, and yet Mr. J is sat in front of the laptop currently watching the stream on there, when he could just watch them live in front of him. Well, there you go. So, I think everybody knows what this one is. Yes, of course you do. The Aer Lingus A330 on his way to Orlando. That's a place where they certainly get some bits of weather and things, isn't it? Yeah, speaking of weather, we have had some, haven't we, here in the UK? With Storm Lillian. And boy, was she wet and wild. Very wild. Lots of trees down. Luckily, as far as I'm aware, nobody has lost their life to her, so that's always good. Buildings and things can be repaired, lives cannot. So lining up now, we've got the London Heathrow shuttle, the A320. That's only going to be about 25 minutes in the air. Not long at all. I've had a message from one of our viewers. That Thanks, Harry. Great to have you with us. Put the sun cream on. I'm going to have to, I think, if this sun continues out, although it's about to go behind a nice big black cloud. There's no rain coming from it, but yeah. And here we go. The shuttle. Not the shuttle, just shuttle. Rotate. And he's airborne. Again, we'll just follow him for just a second, shall we? See, the gear has gone up already. And the gear doors have closed. I do like the A350s. They are beautiful looking aircraft. Especially when they haven't got a little EasyJet just gone across the front of them. So the Manchester to Singapore flight, A350. Let's just get ready for a nice nose-in shot. Well, almost. And he's taken the first entry onto 2-3 left. And I've just been asked to have a quick look at a picture. He's got a pretty similar shot here on the camera to what we were seeing there, so that's pretty good. Just be aware, young man, your battery is starting to run low on that camera. With me today also, I've got my one of my new toys with me, so we can stream for longer. We have a battery bank with us, a nice sizable battery bank that even does mains. I can charge like a mains 3-pin plug as well, so the laptop can be charged up as required, and also camera batteries can be charged if required. Got a feeling I might need to do that. And we are getting a little bit spoilt right now because we've not only have we got the Singapore A350 sat on the end of the runway waiting to go, but literally just taxiing out, we've got a Virgin A350. There it is. And that's the Virgin A350. He's off to Orlando in the States. Now, will we be able to get both of them in shot? Let's have a little look. Oh yes, there we go. How about that, eh? Ladies and gentlemen, 2 A350s live at Manchester Airport. And the Singapore is spooling up. Here he goes. He's rotating there. Let's keep that in mind. And we'll see where the Virgin rotates as well. This will give us an idea of how loaded they are. I'm just going to have a quick look before the Virgin goes out and see where our Airbus A380 is. He is, he's just crossing over the moors to the west of Huddersfield. He's due with us in about 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, and here we go, Virgin. Engines to full takeoff power. Look at that sky behind it, beautiful. Should we have a look at the tail on this one a bit? I think so. So Singapore rotated now, so the Virgin has managed to get up to speed a little bit quicker, only a little bit, probably by about 200 metres, that's all. And away he goes. Bon voyage to all of those on board. Right, I'm going to look into the approach for you. And we will hold the approach view. Just lock it there for you. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And hopefully we'll pick up something coming in very shortly. There is a Ryanair 737 MAX 8. He's just coming over Bredbury Stockport area, so he'll be here in about 2 minutes. Behind him, we've got, from Istanbul, the Turkish Airlines A321. Coming in behind that, we should hopefully have, from Aberdeen up in Scotland, we've got the ATR 72. That's for Loganair with its lovely tartan tail. They are a lovely tail on those, I do have to be honest. I do like the tartan tails. And then all being well behind that, by the looks of it, well actually we've got a bit of a race on here. We could have another Jet 2 or we could get the A380. We'll just keep an eye on things like that. And as we can see, we'll let you know. There you go, we have got the first of that run just here. Ooh, the focus is just having a little bit of a moment there, isn't he? Let's help him back. There we go. Now, as Ryanair landings go, that was lovely. I didn't see any puffs of smoke off the wheels at touchdown. Nice view of the thrust reversers open on the engines there. You'll see those close up on the engine. See the big black bit on the engine there at the side. The rear part of the engine pulls back on hydraulics, opens up the reversers, and there you see they've just closed up and the cowling becomes one again. There we go. Our next aircraft, in fact, just while I'm here, let's have a quick look what we've got there. I spy Emirates and Ethiopian. Our next one on approach. Okay, there is obviously something afoot which we've missed, because as has just been very quickly pointed out, I'm just going to bring the camera around. We do have the emergency services on blue lights, heading out. There's the Turkish that's just landed. We've also got a couple of fire engines over at the far side. So whether they're just doing a little practice run, I don't know, but we've got some more over here. Ah, they've gone into the engine running bay. Here's where they've gone. Just brighten that screen up for you a bit. There we go. We still have two engines here from the south side. There's the first one, and the second one is just here. The ATR is just touching down there behind the Virgin aircraft. Oh, look at this. Oh, we are getting treated nicely today, aren't we? So a Virgin A330, this one is off to Atlanta, and ladies and gentlemen, I can see the A380. He is on approach, so I will be swinging to him as soon as we can. Just going to get the Virgin departure. away he goes. Right, I'm going to bring the camera around. We have got short finals. A different one. We've got the Jet 2 by the looks of it. However, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, there is the A380 on approach to Manchester. Can you see it now? Yeah. Just pointing out the A380 live to Mr. Dre. There it is. Would you believe that about 2 minutes ago he came over our house? Flew over our house. 2 minutes ago, yeah. Okay. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, this is the only reason anybody would watch the stream, isn't it? Is to see the big king of the skies, the A380, when the focus comes back anyway. Let's help that focus out a little bit, shall we? There we go. And we'll stay with him now all the way down. So you can see the aircraft there just pitching up and down a little bit, adjusting his speed and his descent. And right behind an ATR 72. Touchdown. Again, you'll note those thrust reversers only on the inboard engines. They are not fitted to the outboard engines at all. And there we go. Just a quick note, we still have the emergency services vehicles in the engine running bay and sat out in the link area as well. So just coming back round, the A380 is taxiing off. So you can see the big spoilers open on top of the wings there. They help slow the aircraft down, and also the main option is to dump the lift. Obviously the lift created by those huge wings, and that stops the lift from happening. Anyway, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, I am going to have to just disappear for just a moment with the lens and the camera, because unfortunately it's that time of the show where the camera says, I want a new battery please. I will at some point. Something else I would like to order and buy for the new camera is the bigger battery bay, so it can hold like 2 batteries at once. But yeah, anyway, you'll still be able to hear us. We're still here, but the camera will just go off for just about a minute or so. There we go. You can start your timers if you'd like, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I don't mind. Gives me a little challenge to make sure I do it in the time I said. That is assuming that I can actually open the battery bay, which at the moment is being a little bit temperamental with me. All these fun things with live streams, eh? There we go. So the bay is open, the old battery is out. The new battery is in. And we've just had a Lufthansa land. And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. If you are watching, do say hello in the chat. Don't forget to like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, that really helps the channel. And don't forget to share with your friends. It's the biggest support that we can get from any of our viewers to help the channel and help us, is just to do those few simple little things. We don't ask for any support any other way. Well, it's now just gone midday, and you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. It means that Mr. J's tummy starts to rumble. So if you hear some very odd sounds, I apologise. Oh, they've started already. Right, okay. I'm going to just leave the mic open for the sounds of the aircraft, and I'm going to make sure that we get some food sorted out. Let's just find a nice view for you. Well, I say nice, a reasonable view, shall we say. How about that one? Yes. I think that'll do just for a few minutes, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to cut short my lunch for this one. If you can see, we have the Air Canada. It is, of course, a Dreamliner. Oh! Now, if you've not had the chance to go for a flight on a Dreamliner, I suggest you try and do so before you run out of time. Beautiful aircraft, lovely on board, huge windows to look out of. So I would suggest having a window seat. This one's off to Toronto. There's also, we have an Embraer Phenom 300. It's also waiting to go. He is just there. Doesn't he look tiny? In the meantime, Air Canada, here we go. The engines are spooling up, creeping forwards. Takeoff power is set. Will we see any of the climb out at all? I don't think we will. No, never mind. Let's bring it back round now. Just going to give you a little view of that little Phenom for you. There he is. Oh, isn't he cute? So, of course, with the Dreamliner having just gone, there will be a little bit of a gap as he needs to allow the wake turbulence to dissipate. We're feeling that just here now from the Dreamliner. Of course, we know which way the wind is coming, and then when we feel the wind coming completely 90 degrees to that almost, we know that's the wake turbulence and things coming off the aircraft. I shall return again shortly. it's no problems. I already know that.
Did you check the tyre?
I just know there's no problems with it.
At football, are we playing football for over 100 minutes? No. At football, at football training, are we playing football for over 100 minutes? That car looks... What car is that? Toyota? Looks like a Toyota. Keep that. I can't put this in my bag, in your bag, can you?
No, that will just rock out into the detention motor, so all you do,
I'll throw it in there.
see the brushes there, just throw it deep into those.
I put it at the very, very, very back of the bushes.
Cool, right, it's okay. Right, just stay to shot for a minute.
Oh, so I just cover my hole.
No, just please go to that. Just no, okay. There we go. Well, here I am. Hope you're enjoying the stream, everybody. It's great to have you with us here at Manchester. We've got some blue sky. You can't see it, but it is up there, I promise you. Maybe you can see it a little bit. Yeah, not quite yet, but you will probably in about 10 minutes as it blows over. Do say hello in the chat. We don't bite, and it lets us know that you are there. In fact, I think you can... Just a little update as well for you actually all on the situation with the fire engines that we saw coming out under blues. They're now just making their way back. We did hear on the radio that it appears to possibly have been some sort of medical issue. So that's why they were out, but it looks like they were able to go to stand. I didn't catch which aircraft it was, unfortunately, but you know, not to be too nosy, but we just obviously hope that everybody is okay on that aircraft. And there's the fire trucks returning to the south side station. So, next to depart here, we have got the Airbus A330 for Hainan Airlines. I do like in the on the radar, after the airline's name in brackets, it says HAI, so high, exclamation mark, Manchester. It's nice when they have a little giggle like that with things. So this aircraft, it will be off to Paprika flight for them. A lovely scalloping on the rear end of the engine cowling there. Stunning. Lovely curves. There we go. Let's have a little look at what's going on. We have got batting out. Everybody loves a Ryanair. I don't know what it is. It's a plastic bag. Got bag of chips. Crisps, sorry. Some fruit. I don't know.
This is better than that. We've got a sandwich, sausage roll, banana.
Maybe you want to take a fresh order picture of the bananas.
And that sausage rolls. And that.
Just sausage roll. In fact, just let me look.
Shall I stick my tongue out?
I don't know why I haven't waited for them. The next one by David, you can all tango on and remember to the weather on the margin. Okay, just give it that line up there.
What does the roll mean?
Black outline.
Because people normally say lol, but I never know what it means. Is that the Airbus A330?
Yep.
There's one got a British Airways.
That British Airways is a picture of. It's probably already landed, taxied to its gate, and they unloaded passengers down there. It's only going to London. It's about a 25-minute flight.
What? They shouldn't even be.
There we go. It's not done it for quite some time, has it? So we seem to have sorted that one out. That's the shutter releasing. It just kills the view just for a short moment. But as I was stood right by the camera, I was able to get it straight back up for you. I think that was a little Logan Air just landing in the background there. We've got the Ryanair taxiing out there. Just to the right here, we've got EasyJet sat on the end of the runway, waiting to go. Speaking of which, here he goes. Let's see. I very much doubt that he will. No, but he's not too far behind. Wonderful. Let's bring it back round. As you can see there behind the airport, it is very dark. There is a very large storm got up the other side and it missed us. Very happy about that. Let's just have a quick look here. So just landed was the little Logan Air, you can see taxiing in there. We're certainly feeling the wind at the moment from that storm, the trailing edge of that storm. Now isn't that a lovely view there? We've got the big A380 surrounded by its little posse of EasyJets. What a view. Anyway, waiting to go. And it looks like we might have a little bit of rain coming, so I might have to just throw the cover on quickly.
Yeah, that's rain.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we suspected, we are going to be getting a shower through us now. I've had to throw the rain cover on there, as you can see. We're just quickly trying to get ourselves into a more sheltered position also. The camera's fine, that's now fully waterproofed. Well, you can probably see there, the rain is coming down on Manchester. The Pegasus, you can just see there, has just landed on 2 right. And he's just coming from Istanbul. Nice little 3.5 hours. And typically with a storm, the wind has changed direction a bit. Might just have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery in the shelter as well. Just to ensure we're keeping certain items nice and dry. Now I think I can hear the fire engines coming out again. It certainly sounded like it. Not seen them yet though. I don't know whether you'll all be able to hear the sound of the rain beating down onto our shelter, like our little half tent fishing shelter. But I think it might be easing a little bit. There's a very lot, just a little bit. Do say hello in the chat. Lets us know that you're there. Tell us what you're enjoying. Or better still, tell us what you're not enjoying and then we can look to change it. Okay, you have to.
Hailstones with it. I felt one on my face.
Oh, okay. So it looks like the storm is just going past us, just caused us some disruption in our internet there. So the stream is still there. It's just a little bit jumpy at the moment.
The wind blows chicken in. Is that what that's for?
So the rain is abating. So hopefully soon I'll get back out to the actual camera and be able to pan for you a little bit more. We just thought we'd leave you with a reasonable, nice view to look at, looking over at the A380, surrounded by all those little EasyJets. Don't they look small? They look very small indeed. We have got Ryanair taking off. You will see him zip across in view any moment. He's blasting the water out off the runway behind him. Here he comes. And through he goes. That gives you some idea of how wet it is here just at the minute. The rain has sure that it has fully stopped before we venture back out. And just in the distance, if we listen carefully, we can actually hear the guys over at the runway visitors park. And the little caravan over there, chatting to everybody about everything that's going on. Okay, well it does look like the rain has gone through for now. So if you bear with me for just a moment, I will whip the cover off, the rain cover. and then I'll be able to do some panning for you, so just stay tuned.
Can I climb into the trees and then?
Bravo 2 Echo stand 11. Bravo 2 Echo Park stand 11. France 1 2 Victor November after Qatari, taxi on Echo, hold at Echo 3.
Why did you have this helmet at? Can I move it over? Is it on full back?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it would appear that the gremlins are back out. The storm that went through seems to have dropped a load of gremlins off, one of which landed straight on us. And for some reason, my laptop has lost all ability to use its own SIM card for the internet. It doesn't even know it's there at the minute, so that's something I'll have to look into later. Now, I wasn't aware for a while, and as soon as I realised, I've had to find another method. So we are currently obtaining Wi-Fi from my mobile with the beauty of a hotspot. In front of us, you can see we have got an EasyJet parked up. He's taxied out, he's got his APU running, but strangely he has shut down both engines. So he has only got his APU active. Obviously that's enough for him to then restart his engines. And would you believe we've actually got, I don't know if you'll be able to see if I just do this. I'm just trying to spot him. There's actually a buzzard flying around. There he is. And annoyingly I'm feeling a little bit of rain again. Oh blast. So I'm going to have to put the cover back on, I think, unfortunately. Just bear with us while I get the cover on. Okay, the cover is on just loosely for now, just enough just to keep these little drops that we're getting at the moment off us. Hopefully that's as much as I'll need to do. We've just got some clouds going through that are dropping little drops on us, and I'm sure they appreciate it. I'd sooner keep the camera dry. We don't want the water getting in there. Okay, so the EasyJet in front of us that's only been running on his APU for a while, just parked up, is just firing his engines back up now. At the moment it's not that busy here. Had a little bit of a lull after the lunchtime rush. We do have a TUI 737 on approach. He's just coming over Stockport. He's coming in from Lanzarote some 2 hours 42 minutes ago. If you're not sure where that is, it's right down on the toes, the top of the toes area at the bottom of Italy. If Italy is a boot, it's on the toes. Behind that, another TUI, another 737 MAX 8 coming in from Salzburg. We have the return of some blue sky now, which is always nice to see. Now, a good friend of ours of the channel who comes and helps out at times, Ron, had hoped to join us today. Unfortunately, he's had to work. Yeah, I know the feeling. Work gets in the way of everything. Never mind. Just looking across the airfield and out to around Terminal 1, we do have a Ryanair just taxiing out there. So other than the EasyJet and that Ryanair, there's just these TUIs that are inbound currently. So a bit of a quiet time. And the first of those TUIs has just landed. You will see him go behind the EasyJet in just a second. Here he comes now. And here we go, so EasyJet's now moving forwards. And he's onto the runway. Okay, so he's backtracking. Is he? No, he's just trying to get as much of it as he can. And here we go. And apologies for the shoddy cameramanship there. Just at that point, the rain cover on the camera, because I'd only just put it on loosely, decided that it was a perfect point to waft up green. So I couldn't see the screen at all. And I'm just having a quick look around at what's up when. Do you know what? I'm going to risk taking it off. I'm going to risk it. Then it won't get in my way, will it? So, just you'll see it just blast across the screen again in just a second. And there we go. I'm just being asked a question now by Mr. J. Let's find out what the question is.
There's a bit of grey clouds.
There is a bit of grey cloud in that picture, isn't there? Yeah.
It's that one. I think it's going to rain again.
Nah, let's hope not. We've had enough rain for today. Oh, we've got a TUI just landed there. That's and we've got Ryanair just taking off now, coming in from our right. So I'll stay with the TUI, and as the Ryanair comes past us, I will go follow him. Here he comes. There we go. And there's the TUI taxi again. Got a Jet 2 taxiing out also now. There he is. Just there's the roadway between the tunnels. If you're not sure, the road here goes underneath both runways. And for departures, it's gone very quiet again now. So let's have a little look on the approach. We have got something there. Let's see if we can zoom in. The camera does not like it for that, does it? The focus is hunting around, so we'll bring it out. Let the camera gain some focus. See the ball later, don't we?
Can you take a picture of me?
it's on the runway. We've got an Embraer 195, Austrian Airlines. Off to Vienna. That'll be a TUI just landed. One of the being utilised from another company, so hence there's no paintwork on it, just a plain white. Lining up next to go. We've got the Logan Air. A Logan Air that strangely is not showing up on the radar. How very unusual. So it's a bit of a mystery where he's off to. I'd guess it's going to be somewhere, probably Scotland way, out that way, but we just won't know. And just a quick one, sorry, just going back to the plain white airframe we just saw, the TUI. It's on lease from Go To Sky, coming from Mahone. In the meantime, here goes Logan Air. And away they go, beautiful. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I missed it. But look what's just landed. It's our Royal Jordanian Airlines. Let me get you a quick zoom in on him. We saw that same airframe on Monday, and here he is back again. Yes, when I was here with Mr. T the other day, back on Monday, that airframe went out. Well, today it's come back. Fantastic. Always nice when they return. And they've got the Kuwaiti taxiing out here. Got quite a few EasyJets just around at the moment. Another 2 there. All getting ready to depart. And here goes the Kuwaiti. And away. We've currently got 3 EasyJets all waiting to go. It's like blind date. Will it be number 1, number 2 or number 3? It was number 3 that chose to go first. Here he is. And there we go. We've got the Jet 2 that's landed. A330. And it looks like before we have the EasyJets of numbers 1 and 2 to go, we have Turkish Airlines. So this Turkish A321, he's heading back to Istanbul. There we go, lights on. Engines are powering up. We are moving. Here we go. Rotate and climbing out. Just get in for you, there he goes. Off to Istanbul. Lovely. In the meantime, back down on the ground. We have still got EasyJets numbers 1 and 2 sat waiting to go. Who will be next? Now they've just landed. I'll just swing the camera around. We have got an Eastern Airways. However, today currently operating for KLM. just flown in from Amsterdam. It's a lot of the KLM City Hopper, so it's a nice short 50-minute flight. So today's target for us was to do a 3-hour stream, just testing new equipment out, which means we've got about 15 minutes left and then we'll be closing down for today. Hope you've enjoyed watching the aircraft with us, and you'll share the stream and you'll join us again in the future. Hopefully it won't be too long before we're out again for another stream. We certainly enjoy streaming for you, we just hope that you enjoy us streaming for you. But before you do go, do us a favour, just do a few little things. Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to like. Oh, and for some reason the camera has just decided it's run out of power without warning me. Well, isn't that Murphy's Law? So I'm just going to quickly grab another battery for the last little bit of the show. How about that, eh? I didn't spot the low battery warning. Never mind. These things happen. But we'll get them sorted out for you. So it looks like EasyJet number 2 is the next one to go. He is just taxiing out while I replace the battery. And here we go, we're live on the camera again. Didn't take long, did it? There we go. There he is. So just does a few little favour things before we stream ends. Give us a thumbs up on the video, show that you liked it. Don't forget to ring the bell. Make sure it's set for all notifications. And then don't forget to share the stream with your friends. Pop a link on your Facebook channels if you want. It's always a good way. Doesn't cost you anything to do it. Means the world to us. Here we go then, with an EasyJet departure. He's obviously heavy, he's not rotating till well down the runway. So, that means we're just left with number 1. Does that mean that he gets the blind date? Maybe. I'm just glancing, there is something rather small, appears to be small, just touching down. But whatever it is, doesn't, again, it's not showing up on the radar. Let's have a little quick look over and see if we can identify. we're getting a close up again, ready for a departure here. This is the EasyJet flying out to Santorini, engines powering up. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As he disappears out of our view for now, but I'm sure he'll be airborne before we know it, on his way to Santorini. He's got one coming into land here. Let's have a quick look here.
I took a picture of the screen and that's how it came out.
Oh, apologies ladies and gentlemen, I was just stepped away from the camera just for a moment then. Just landed. Gulf Air with a nice new livery there, well a special tail livery, so we'll just get the camera round on him again properly for you, and we will zoom in a bit. '70th anniversary livery. Bahrain Grand Prix. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. That beautiful gold eagle of the tail. Well, that wind is just getting up again here. As he taxis in, I'm just going to swing round, just have a little look-see over here for a moment. The EasyJet taxiing out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the day. We're just approaching 2 o'clock, which means we've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. It seems like a good enough time to end and close the stream down for today. There's only some Ryanairs and things coming in probably for about the next hour. Not a lot going out at the moment, so yes, we've learnt a lot ourselves. Obviously, thank you very much for joining us. It's great to have you with us. It wouldn't be worth doing without you guys there, but do come and say hello in the chat room in future. That's the next thing I'd really would like you to do. But it's great that you're here. Thank you very much for the likes and the shares. Do make sure you share it around a lot, please. It's great. Anyway, that's it from us. And we will see you around soon. Look out on the channel. And look for our next stream, which hopefully won't be too long before we get there. Maybe even within the week. You never know. Anyway, thank you very much. It has been a pleasure.